Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we were pretty heavily outgunned this mission. We've managed to even the odds mostly. Our Vulcan is quite weak. Our Hunchback is doing okay-ish, but not amazing. We're going to sprint our Stalker forward for purposes of being within optimal range for our LRMs. And we're going to see if we can do any real damage to this fire starter right now. I mean, that was a fair amount of damage.
Reporting critical hit.
We'll take that. That scimitar must be running close to out of ammo. We're going to jump our Vulcan over here. And yes, I am concerned about our stability. Maybe we should vigilance, actually. I think not yet. We're going to take a pot shot here. Wow, we actually hit that with the PPC. I'm kind of shocked. The hammer closes in. Ooh. I was really hoping our 4 evasive pips would save us from those lasers. Sadly, they did not. Okay, we're going to fire on the fire starter again, and this is going to do some really solid damage. I had hoped for more than that, I'll be honest.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Armor holding.
They all hit that exact same location.
Standing by.
Every missile. Okay, we're going to close in over this way. We are definitely going to vigilance the Hunchy. And we're going to continue lighting up the fire starter.
Aye, aye. Engaging turret.
We took out the 2 ER large lasers. That is a big deal in terms of its damage output.
Got past the armor.
It's now considered unsettled. Minor damage to the Hunchy's armor. We don't really care. Okay. We're going to take the Vulcan over this direction. And we are going to vigilance here as well to remove stability. And then we are going to hope that we get something here. 2 damage. That's substantially less than I had hoped. Okay, the hammer is moving. Ooh, firing on the Vulcan. Again, I'd hoped that the 4 evasive pips would do more than that.
Aye, aye.
Let's take the Hunchy over this direction. We'll remain in cover.
Confirmed.
And let's light this guy up.
Confirmed.
Still less damage than I'd hoped. I was hoping for a knockdown there. Okay.
I hate these guys. Waiting for orders.
Well, the fire starter is in super danger range from our stalker here. Unfortunately, we're basically out of LRM ammo. We're going to have some dead fire, but only 2 turns of it. So let's make this count.
Mess him up.
Okay.
Mess him up good.
There's that guy dead.
I'm here.
So we're now going to, I think, bring our Vulcan somewhere like here. And what's in this arm? That's disgusting. I don't want to lose that arm. So we want to make sure that we don't really have a safe facing for the Vulcan.
Copy that.
Maybe we should just disengage it for right now. Scimitar is going to fire on the Hunchy and did more than I was hoping. Where is that hitting? I don't know. The hammer closes in. I gotta know where that's hitting. Okay. Not anywhere super dangerous, actually. We are going to close in with our stalker here.
Understood. Moving fast.
And we're going to go after the hammer. But we're not going to fire the dead fires until we are a little closer.
Engaging target.
Okay, we hit with that X-Pulse.
I'm here.
We're going to sprint with the Hunchy over to here.
Acknowledged.
And yes, the mech will be on fire from that. We had no way around it. So in fact, we will just Vigilance and call it good. And sink heat. Yes, please, hit the Stalker. That's an interesting place to go.
Yeah.
We're going to keep our Vulcan down here for right now. Until it's a little safer. The hammer just successfully meleeed us. In the side there. How's our CT armor holding? It's very close to no longer holding. We're going to reserve.
Aye, aye.
And place the Hunchy back here. I'm very concerned about our CT armor on the Hunchy. So we're going to do that, and we're going to Vigilance again. To give ourselves some defenses. And this guy doesn't have much rear armor, but we also don't have much backstab potential here. 15 damage. Not ideal. And yeah, that's what I was worried about right there.
I got an armor breach.
Yep, because that's going to be right in that CT, isn't it? Actually, no. They didn't breach it.
Orders?
Interesting. We're going to close in with our Stalker.
Roger that.
And 26%. Actually, the Scimitar is a much better target for our Deadfires.
Target confirmed.
Okay, the Scimitar is down. That's huge.
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
Yes, Commander.
Ulysses, I kind of want you to jump over to here right now.
Jump jet.
And brace. Okay, we'll see what the hammer does.
Enemy flanking.
Interesting. It went behind us. Which was actually kind of ideal. We had thicker armor there.
Standing by.
Okay, so we can come in directly behind it.
Acknowledged.
Once again, I really would prefer more than 15 damage.
Ready for orders.
Okay, we're going to close in with our Stalker here. And just do as much as we can Deadfire.
Locked on target.
Receiving you.
The Vulcan, we can bring up over here.
Confirmed.
And we're just going to do as much as we possibly can. The PPC sadly missed, so we did 3 damage. Sad. What does the hammer do here? Sets itself on fire. Fires on the Hunchy.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Okay. In the leg.
Commander?
The Stalker, interestingly, can get in right behind this guy. Can we get somewhere that is rear arc and within minimum range of our Deadfires? No, we can't, but we can get here, which is kind of close enough, but if we can't, I would rather not sprint,
Moving to position.
and we'll just backstab this guy.
Firing at enemy 6.
Okay. That's some hefty damage to the hammer.
Scored a critical hit. I'm out of LRMs.
Yes, you are. Now, we're not really going to be able to very effectively backstab with the Hunchy here, but we can hit side arc. And that's what we're going to do.
Okay, I'm on it.
Okay. Oh, ammo explosion. Fantastic.
Hostile removed.
Well, that was tougher than it needed to be.
Mission successful.
I'm very concerned about replacing the Engine Core 315 in the stealth. We'll see if that becomes a thing or not. We may have to shelve the stealth, which would be really unfortunate because the stealth is a very successful mech. And I would love to get these Orion parts. I don't think there's an Engine Core 315 in here, is there? I don't... There's an Engine Core 300. But I think maybe we go for these Orion parts. These are Orion MBs. We would need to get all 5 of them. Odds on that are pretty low. Do we guarantee our Engine Core 300? I think we guarantee the Engine Core 300 instead. So at least we can put in a 300 into the stealth. And we got 2 Orion parts. We got the light Gauss rifle, that's okay. And ammo for it. Well, it could have been better. That could have gone worse, although, now that I think about it, how exactly could that have gone worse? I mean, I suppose everything could have hit cockpits, but realistically, it went as bad as odds were going to give us, I feel like. And we came out reasonably okay. We definitely punched way above our weight there. Yeah, that's very expensive. Don't get started on that just yet, because I want to do this manually. So we'll repair the Stalker. Actually, we'll refit the Stalker, because we need to put that armor on and repair any internal damage, but we didn't have any components get destroyed. So we'll then do that. So that'll have the Stalker back on its feet in 2 days. That's not too bad. The stealth is going to be a problem. The Vulcan is going to be interesting to get repaired. So we'll replace this leg. We had nothing there. We'll repair this. We'll repair this. That's a double heat sink there. How many double heat sinks do we have? Okay, we have a couple. There was a medium laser over in this arm. So let's put in a medium laser over there. We only have a standard medium laser, but that's fine. That's what it was. And then let's just repair everything. Yeah, that's all we lost here. That's not too bad. We'll max out that armor. The armor is pretty expensive to put back on, but yes. And in fact, it's the right leg and right arm repairs that are expensive. But that's okay. We'll do that. Now for the Hunchback. This is going to be interesting. These are single heat sinks. Replace this torso, and that is... How many heat sinks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heat sinks. Okay. We have 2. How many are available in the store? Let's see here. Heat sinks, unlimited, but they cost 123,000. Let's replace this. That's just an ER medium laser. We can replace that with just a regular medium laser. Like that. Repair everything there. Max out that armor. And how's our heat efficiency looking like this? Not too terrible, actually. We could, in theory, completely change the concept of this mech. Do we need additional heat sinks to run this thing? I don't believe so. No, we don't. I mean, it has to be a laser boat of some variety. And that's acceptable. But what if we dropped all of these medium lasers We'll keep the small pulse laser in the head, but we drop those medium lasers. We keep our armor maxed out. We just drop a little bit, say, well, kind of doesn't matter where. I guess we'll drop a little bit, say, here, to get us 9.5 tons. And what if we overall changed this thing to be like a PPC boat instead? I mean, we couldn't have dual PPCs on there. A heavy PPC is 10 tons. We don't have a lot of spare tonnage, that's for sure. I mean, we could go for pulse lasers. I feel like those are much better in a backstab boat. These would count as a support weapon. Large pulse lasers are 6 tons. I don't know. I feel like the Hunchback doesn't fit amazingly well with the rest of our lance composition. We could have, say, dual flamers, like this. And then we could have up to 6 medium or small lasers. We could have a pair of medium lasers here. And then we could just kit it out with, say, small pulses and small lasers. Like that. And then we'd have 3 tons remaining. What would we want to do with those 3 tons? Normally, I'd put them into heat sinks. We can drop this heat sink into the center torso. I suppose we could switch to ferrofibrous armor. That kind of does the opposite of what we want, though. We want more armor available for tonnage, rather than reducing our armor weight here. And I mean, this Hunchy is not amazing, right? Again, I feel like it doesn't really fit very well into our doctrine. How do I want to set this up? I mean, we could make it into large pulse lasers instead. We drop off these 2 medium lasers. This would be a large pulse laser clan and a large pulse laser here. That's 6 tons overweight. We could just run the single large pulse laser. And then a medium over here. I mean, I don't necessarily like it, but I guess it'll do. Overall, I feel like the Hunchback needs to be phased out as soon as possible. Now for the stealth. This is going to be the tough one. It took very little damage other than the engine. The CT overall looks like was lost. So we lost the endosteel structure, which I'm pretty sure we can put new structure in. That's expensive, but it's not very lengthy. We lost the double heatsink kit, which... Do we have another double heatsink kit? We don't. So we can swap over to standard heatsinks, but we're going to be missing heatsinks here. We're going to need to put in an engine core, and we're going to go for a 300. Okay. So this puts us overweight, interestingly. I'm surprised that we're overweight here. What's the tonnage on a double heatsink kit? 0 tons. Standard heatsink cooling is 0 tons. Okay. Why are we overweight here? Engine core 315 weighed 25.5 tons. This engine weighs 22 tons. I guess we'll strip off our armor for right now and see what maxing that looks like. That's pretty unarmored. Okay. We can't put on an additional jump jet. That's fine. Oh, it's because we have the engine XL in here. That's what's going on there. Do we have an additional engine XL? I don't think so. That could explain why we got crit in the engine, though, realistically. We don't have another engine XL, so that does mean that we'll need to drop some weight here. Our heat efficiency is super good. The only time we're going to be building up heat is if we jump an alpha. We could drop this medium laser, which would make that even better, and put that ton into armor. I feel like tag isn't actually helping us that much. We could drop that as well. I don't like having no backup on this in terms of when we run out of SRMs. I'm not a big fan of that. I suppose we could drop this to like an engine core 250, which is going to make our running speed substantially slower. But that frees up a lot of weight. To the point where if we max our armor, we actually have about 1.5 tons of armor left, which allows us to put on our backup medium laser. And I think maybe we go for a medium pulse. That's 2 tons. I was thinking that was 1.5. But what we could do is we could put on a small laser and a medium laser magna. That drops our heat efficiency a little bit, but we don't have to fire the medium laser. I think we're still missing required heat sinks here, aren't we? Let's see. Free 10, additional 0000. It has too many jump jets, 6 out of 5. Oh, okay. We can drop a jump jet out of, say, this torso, and that gives us an additional half ton to work with. So we could upgrade this small laser to a second medium laser magna. Okay. I mean, our maximum heat generation here is... like, our heat efficiency is not amazing. This is a substantial downgrade. Engine heatsink is destroyed, replace it. Yeah, we did. This is a substantial downgrade, in my opinion. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I mean, it'll still do its job, but realistically, these numbers are looking pretty grim. We took a lot of damage in that. Let's go ahead and tick forward a few days. I want to prioritize the Stalker first, because that will not take much. Let's just get that off the list. Okay. Well, this is looking better, realistically. Still going to be kind of sucky. We're not going to be done before the financial report. We'll get 5 morale, I guess. That's something. And let's hop into the store here and just see if we've got any extra things that we can sell. Because we need money quite soon. I think we'll sell a single AC2. That's not worth very much, but we'll do that. Anything that we have just an absolute ton of, these medium lasers will sell 2 of those. These machine guns will sell 4 of those. And I mean, this isn't making us very much, but it's... every little bit helps in this situation. We're just making it past the financial report. These cockpit basements... basements? These cockpit basics we are going to sell as well. These engine cores we don't have any duplicates of. I don't want to sell an Artemis 3 fire control system. That's a lot of small jump jets. We'll keep 10 of those around. Some basic sensors. We'll keep 5 of those around. Anything else in here? That's a lot of ammo SRMs. Again, we'll keep about 10 of those around. Does that put us back up over 1 million? Also, yes, we did take a loss in that last mission when we're not counting selling salvage. Let's hop over to equipment over here. We're on kind of everything previously. So there's also mechs, which we of course cannot sell. Okay. Let's just go forward at this point until the financial report, I think. Okay. So the Panther is complete. The Hunchback and the Stealth are still a ways away. And here's the financial report. This hurts. There's no doubt about that.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
We'll accept that. Well, we knew going into that last mission that that was risky, right? So that's fine. We're going to tick forward another 10 days from here. Okay. The Hunchback is in progress, but honestly, I kind of feel like the Hunchback is a backup at this point. Like, we'll trial the Panther in the next mission with the Thumper, and we'll see how that feels, but I think that'll be better. For now, though, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode, we are going to go make the money that we need to make this next financial report. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.